So you're moving to Hawaii and you got a budget of about $600,000, but you're like, how much can I actually buy with 600 grand? Well, in this video, I'm gonna cover exactly that, what you can purchase on 4 different parts of the island with a budget of $600,000 in 2023. So stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. All right, guys, like I mentioned in this video, we are going to cover what you can buy for $600,000 out here in Oahu in 2023. We are going to explore 4 different parts of the island to show you what the price per square foot is and how much house you can buy. With that being said, before we jump into it, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Patrick Longley. I'm a licensed realtor out here in Hawaii and have been helping buyers and sellers like yourself for nearly a decade with their real estate needs. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I got my contact information here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. With that being said, let's jump into what you can buy in 2023 for $600,000 out here in Hawaii. Okay, guys, so we're gonna look at a couple different parts of the island and see what that 600 to 650 range can get you. Now, the median sales price for a condo right now is about $500,000 now in 2023. So we're mainly gonna be looking at a lot of condos and townhomes, but you'll see that the price per square foot changes as we go to different parts of the island. So let's start with my little neighborhood, Kailua. Let's focus in on this area, see if we can find ourselves a good property. Here's one that's actually on the market right now. This is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath for $630,000. Now, there are ones that you can find 2 bedroom, 1 baths, but there isn't a lot of inventory in this price range, specifically in Kailua. But let's take a look at this one. This one looks pretty nice, actually. It looks like it's been renovated, luxury vinyl plank floors. It is 700 square feet. They've got the barn doors. Looks like they've updated the kitchen as well. Windward Passage is actually the condominium here. I know it really well. They've got some stunning views. And all in all, it's a beautiful home, right? And they got the in-unit washer and dryer. That is a really nice amenity and not something that you see in a lot of condos. Okay, so all in all, pretty nice. This has a bunch of amenities. It's got a pool, it's got a tennis court, which a lot of people play pickleball out there. It's a really nice complex. And the HOAs for this area, now that might seem high to a lot of people who are coming from the mainland, but 700 for that area is actually not that bad. We generally see the HOAs in Kailua and Kaneohe sometimes float around that 800 range. 800 and 900, so it's actually not that bad, but the average across the island is generally between 550 and 850, so I would say it's on the higher end of the average. Now, there is in Kailua this one as well. This is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 868 square feet, listed for $645. And if we take a look at this one here, you can see that it's actually in pretty good condition. Looks like they did some light renovations, painted the cabinets, granite countertops. They've got an actual dishwasher, which is really nice, in-unit washer and dryer. And this is always funny part of Hawaii. You're always going to see washer and dryers either in the bathroom or in the kitchen, which is really weird, but that's just because it's the easiest, closest source to water to run those appliances. But this is all in all a pretty nice unit. So it's listed for $645. This is currently on the market, and the HOA is $695. So again, that's pretty average for the area. I would say it's actually a little bit lower than some of the other units I've seen in the past, so it's actually not that bad. Okay, now let's take a look over in Honolulu. Now you'll see this huge blob of lots of units. This is where you're going to find the most condos on the island. This is where all the skyscrapers are. This is where you're going to find the highest density of condos. So we're just going to click one at random because there are so many here. Here is this is a 1 bedroom, 2 bath. That is an interesting structure, but this is a 1 bedroom, 2 bath. This is actually fee simple. You guys got to be careful of those leasehold properties. This one's 500 square feet. And this is where you could get some killer views of the city or sometimes of the ocean here. Now this one looks like a pretty tight space. So we'll take a look at another one to see whether opportunities are out there. But it looks like it has some pretty cool views. And this actually looks like it's a split unit. So you actually have 2 units in one in this, which actually offers up a great opportunity. That's why it's a 1 bedroom, 2 bath for rental capacity. And it looks like here, 2 separate studios. So this actually would be a good investment property for someone who wants to live in one and then rent out another for 600 grand. Now, obviously this one's already sold, but that's a pretty cool little setup there. Now let's take a look at one other one. Now, when it comes to town, different areas offer different things. On the left side of the Alawai, we tend to see the higher price per square foot than on the right side of the Alawai. And that's simply because of the walkability. You've got the infamous Waikiki Beach here. You've got tons of restaurants. You can walk pretty much anywhere you need. Don't need to drive. So we see a lot of people who are attracted to this area. So let's see if we can find a good unit that has a little bit more square footage here. So here's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, listed for $615, and this one's pretty nice. We can see that they renovated it, quartz countertops, updated cabinets, stainless steel appliances. You got a killer view here, and updated bathroom and shower. So it's pretty nice. So this is where you're going to see your highest density of options when it comes to units of this price and this size. It's definitely going to be in town. And they do have an in-unit washer and dryer. A little weird that it's outside, but not that weird. We see that a lot in Hawaii, but specifically for a condo, it's a little strange. And the HOA is $883, a little bit on the high side. And usually your HOAs won't cover much. They generally are going to come and cover sewer, water, and trash. We can see here it covers hot water, sewer, and water. So just something you want to be aware of, that it usually doesn't cover much. But again, it's kind of a little bit on the high end for my likings. If it's including electricity, then I'm sometimes okay with that $800 price range for the HOA, but I digress. Now the next area we'll jump over to is the Ewa and Kapolei area. And this is where you're gonna get usually one of the best price per square foot. So let's just take a look at one of these. We've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 900 square feet. And we can see that this thing looks pretty much brand spanking new. This is actually in the Ho'opili new development. So this looks like it's a resale. So it is pretty much brand new. I absolutely love this area. We're seeing a lot of homes being built in this area. It's a master community. And sometimes these homes are actually flex homes. I don't think this one actually is, but sometimes you can live upstairs and run a business downstairs in some of these properties. And as you can see, it looks like a brand new home. It's got the split ACs, and we can see that this was built, just in 2019. So this is where we're seeing a lot of good opportunities, is in that Ho'opili area. And this is part of the Kohina models that they built back in 2019. Now the last area we'll check is Mililani. So Mililani is actually broken into 2 different areas. You have Mililani Town and you have Mililani Mauka. So let's take a look at what we got in Mililani Town. Now you'll see here, this one's actually a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,100 square feet for $640,000. We can see that the inside has been semi-renovated. Looks like they have the original tile. Updated the bathroom slightly, but nothing crazy. Looks like those are probably the original cabinets, and that looks like just stick-on backsplash. But stainless steel appliances, and all in all, pretty nice, especially for getting 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. That's a great price per square foot. And the Mililani area does have some amazing school districts, and it does have an in-unit washer and dryer and a backyard. So this one actually is my winner out of all the ones we saw today when it comes to the price per square foot and what you get. So that kind of is a quick breakdown of what you can get for that $600,000 range. If you guys have some more questions, hit me up. So as you guys saw, it really depends on what part of the island you're on. You can buy potentially a $600,000 home if you go in the deep parts of the west side. But generally, $600,000 is going to keep you in that condo or townhouse market. So you just got to make sure you factor in that HOA fee. So make sure you talk to your lender when you're getting qualified, that if you are budgeting for $600,000, a lot of times you're going to want to factor in at least an HOA fee of about $500 or $650 a month. But with that being said, if you guys want to talk more about numbers or buying a home out here, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. And lastly, if you guys could do me a huge favor, if you got any value out of this content, if you could smash that like button as well as click the subscribe so you can get notified whenever I drop videos just like this, I would absolutely love it. So with that being said, I'm Patrick with PatrickVolneyRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.